we've got the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select. This is a 94 proof product. Tennessee whiskey. So it's not technically bourbon, it's Tennessee whiskey. So, you see on here it's got the bottling date, 9/22/23. I've been sitting on this bottle for a while. There's the barrel house, master distiller, and the barrel number as well. Yeah, so I've been sitting on this for a while. I've been wanting to make a video. I've had this whiskey before, but there's another channel on the internet, and it's or on YouTube. It's ADHD Whiskey. The guy's name is Matt, and he was reviewing the bourbon rye from Knob Creek, and he didn't like it very much. So he had the idea to put his own bourbon rye together. Let's get this in a glass. Cork pull. A little weak. These bottles are beautiful, but their cork pulls are usually a little weak. Good glug there, though. All right. Wow. Just over poured the hell out of that. There's a ton of whiskey in that glass. It's like a 3-ounce pour instead of a 2-ounce. Oh well. I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll survive. It smells so good. I had that about a year ago. A buddy of mine, this is, I was just getting into bourbon, and he had that at his place and just had it basically on the counter, like waiting for me when I got there. He's like, you got to try this. Because I used to drink Jack Daniel's, with Jack and Coke back in the day. And this is just basically Jack Daniel's. That's a single barrel that, instead of 80 proof like regular Jack, they have it at 94. So it's just it's caramely and sweet. I already know what it tastes like, but I'm excited for it. So, and then back to the story about Matt from ADHD Whiskey. I took these two, is what he told us to do. He said you should do this if you have these, if you're lucky enough to have them, which I do. And mix the Tennessee whiskey and the rye whiskey, but these are the single barrel proofs. So there's a short on my channel if you want to watch it of me drinking these together as well. So basically you got a heck of a lineup from Jack Daniel's. These are just their what I call pirate bottles, these three, and then there's other ones that look like this. There's like a Coy Hill, some crazy stuff I don't even know, and then there's just a regular rye. Like this one is just their Tennessee. They also have a not barrel proof rye like this as well. So lots of stuff, and I haven't even gotten into their bonded stuff or their mash bill that has a bunch of what is it? What's that one that they have? I'll think of it. It has like a red label. Basically what I'm saying is I'm a fan of Jack Daniel's, and they've got some good stuff that I haven't tried yet. It's the, what the heck's the name of it? I'll put it in the description of the video. They have quite a few, though, that you can find that I'm sure are all worth your time. So this one is readily available in my liquor store where I live. It's on the shelf all day, every day. And it's $54 in Pennsylvania. But every once in a while, if you walk in the store, there'll be a coupon. It's never on sale, but there was a coupon like sort of adhered to the shelf there that if you bought a bottle like any of these three, it was a $5 off coupon. So I got that bottle for $49 instead of $54. Still pretty pricey though, but at least I know spending $50, I know it's gonna be good. I'm gonna be happy with it. So. It feels like the bottle's worth more than a typical bottle just because of the shape of it. This is such a nice bottle. I mean, a lot of care and thought and design was put into this. I'm just nursing these last little bits. There's about 2 pours in each of these barrel-proof ones. So, all right, let's get this going here. Let's try this single barrel select. I've shown you so many bottles, you probably forget what we're drinking, but single barrel select, Jack Daniel's, 94 proof. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Super smooth, a ton of caramel. You do get that slight little Jack Daniels flavor that everybody talks about, that little banana, like it's like a banana runt candy banana. It's, in my opinion, that banana thing is kind of a cop-out, you know. I don't know what it is, but my brain just goes, yeah, it's, you know, everybody says it's the banana runts, the candy, the hard candy. You get that. And a ton of caramel, but the thing that's the most unique about this, in my opinion, is how smooth it is. I mean, it drinks like $1,000,000. It's super smooth. You could easily drink a bunch of this and not really realize you're drinking something that's 94 proof. You know, no, 94 isn't a high proof. You know, there's definitely not some crazy high proof with that, but that doesn't drink like 94. It drinks like the regular Jack Daniels, like an 80 proof, in my opinion. Wow, goes great with this cigar. I just realized what's going on here. So this is in a J.C. Newman Cigar Company wrapper, right? But it says A Fuente on here. See that? So, and it says J.C. Newman. So it must be a collaboration. It makes sense now that I'm not going crazy that the Arturo Fuente rep gave me this cigar. His name is Michael. Shout out to you, Michael. I'm sure you're not watching, but in case you are, thank you for this. This is a nice stick to give somebody. I saw it was a J.C. Newman. I just assumed it was a budget cigar. I thought you were handing me a $5, $6, $8 cigar. $16 at Fox Cigars, if you look it up. foxcigars.com. Yeah, this thing's nice. This is a nice little treat. Yeah. So I won't beat these whiskeys to death, but I just wanted to talk about this. So about 2 months ago, I had the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye on my channel. I smoked this with the acid cold infusion cigar. So you see down here, look at the proof on that. 138.8 proof. This is gasoline in a bottle, but it's delicious. There's a million videos on YouTube. You can look them all up. People reviewing it and exploring it and all that. And then this was the, you know, the single barrel proof regular Tennessee whiskey. I made a video with this one a little more than 2 months ago, and I did the Oliva Series G with this one. This is 128.8, right? Okay, so this one's 130. Oh no, this one's 136.8, and this one's 128.8. So they're a little. It doesn't matter at that point. When you get up into that proof, it doesn't make a difference. And then what we're drinking today is 90 proof. So yeah, you can check out those videos if you want. They're on my channel. And then I made a short just combining those two together. And it's obviously better than the Knob Creek Bourbon Rye, but I think the Knob Creek Bourbon Rye is pretty good. I don't know about the $45 price tag. I mean, I'd much rather spend $49 on this than that. I mean, and you know, and that Bourbon Rye from Knob Creek's 113 proof as well. So it's got a little more proof on it, which is a nice thing. I mean, in my opinion, more proof the better, because you can always add a couple drops of water in here, you know, and proof it down a little if you want. Wow, it's so good. I am a Jack Daniels guy, though. I do like Jack Daniels whiskey. So, you know, some people hate it. If you hate it, you're not going to like this one then, because it does have the profile, but it's so smooth and viscous and caramely. A little of that banana, a little butterscotchiness, you know, but just typical, you know, bourbon flavors, a little vanilla in there. Wow, I am in heaven right now. These two things are fantastic by themselves, and having them together is just like such a treat. Got a 50-degree day here too, which it's been in the 30s and 20s every day. Literally feels like summertime. I see kids running around the neighborhood in t-shirts and shorts. It feels like summer, even though it's still obviously cold. 50 degrees isn't very warm, but you wouldn't know it if you looked out the window. You'd think it was 70 or 80 the way people are dressed. I wonder if you proof this down. Let me show you the cork. I wonder if you proof this 94 proof Jack Daniel's down to 80. I wonder how much better it would be than their regular black label offering. You know, because it is a single barrel. Obviously, when they give you the 80 proof stuff, the stuff that's, you know, the most famous whiskey in the world pretty much, that's been, you know, there's hundreds of barrels dumped at the same time. They just found a couple of good ones and, you know, proofed it down to 94 for some reason. That was the proof they wanted to do. It's not barrel proof. It would say that like the other two. So, but yeah, I mean, I this stuff's great. You know, it is a little expensive, but again, I'm paying $50 for bottles that I'm not even sure I'm gonna like. So to buy something I know I'm gonna like, and you know, and I guess it's worth it. So I'll be nursing it too. I'm not gonna just chug that whole bottle like in a day. It'll be here for weeks.